Yo, what's up guys, Batwing here. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the abilities update that's about to come out and future updates that are going to come out after that. Now let me just say that these updates look amazing. I love the direction Perez is going with his updates, so I don't know, let me know what you think in the comments section. So anyway, let's get into it. Alright, so Perez is going to be updating the game in different phases. And there is a whole lot of stuff to talk about, so I'm going to try to get through this pretty quickly. So first off, they are no longer doing rebirths. I am happy about this. I didn't like the idea of rebirths. Didn't like it at all. I'm glad they're getting that removed. So they're going to try to go through to a different direction, and I like this direction they're going. So, in Phase 1, they are going to be removing the ability books. Now, at first, this may sound bad, but once you hear the direction they're going with this, it actually sounds amazing. So instead of having that ability icon on the side of your screen, you're going to have an ability tab in your inventory. And you unlock your abilities in that ability tab with new points called AP points. And you get those AP points by leveling up. You get 1 point every time you level up. And you can actually test this out right now in free-to-play Vesteria. It is now released in free-to-play Vesteria. Phase 1 is also going to reintroduce the orb, but the orb is not like it used to be. So instead of the orb upgrading your weapons, it will upgrade your abilities. Such as this, like changing your rock throw into magic missiles. That is a good example of that. And also, the orb will spawn in a random map at night. Every time it's night, it will spawn in a random map. And I find this kind of interesting because once it's night, everyone's going to be searching around all of Vesteria trying to look for where the orb is. This sounds cool to me. I'm not gonna lie, this sounds really cool to me. So that is everything that's gonna come out in the Phase 1 update. And the Phase 1 update seems pretty cool to me. I'm gonna start rating these updates. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. So the Phase 2 update involves perks from weapons. An example of a perk from a weapon is the rhythmic splintering ability from the Tuabo. This makes it to where only 4 arrows counts as 1, so you don't waste too many arrows, which is very, very good. And how this is going to change is that if you unlock this weapon and you start killing enemies with it, there's going to be like a progression bar, and once that progression bar fills up, this will show up in your ability book, and you can buy the ability for AP points, meaning that you can use any other weapon in the game. You don't have to use the Tuabo to use this ability. I honestly love this because I don't like wasting too many arrows, so I'm definitely going to buy this on my ranger. Now the abilities on weapons, the ones that are ability variants are going to be a little bit different. An example of an ability variant is the acid bomb, which is basically the same thing as magic bomb. It just kind of changes the ability a bit, so that's going to be a little bit different. Let's say you get the web staff for the mage, and you fill up your progression bar to get the acid bomb. You then have to go over to the orb to upgrade your magic bomb to get acid bomb. Now, because the level cap is only level 49, that means you're only going to have 49 AP points. You can't get any more than 49. And that is all there is to be said about the Phase 2 update. All this update really is just add on to the Phase 1 update, so it just makes it better. I'm going to give Phase 2 a 9 out of 10. Now moving on to the Phase 3 update. So this update is going to remove subclasses. Now again, it sounds bad, but it's actually going to turn out amazing. So I'm going to give you an example on how this is going to work. So let's say you want to be a ranger. So you go up to the ranger trainer and say, hey, I want to be a ranger. So you click on that and hey, look, you're a ranger now. You have all the ranger abilities. So what's going to change about that now? Instead of just going up to him and saying, hey, look, you're a ranger now, you have to go through quest to actually obtain the skills or abilities, such as ranger stance. You have to complete this quest to unlock ranger stance. I love this. This will add a lot more fun to the game. This sounds awesome. And these quest lines are also supposed to be very, very difficult. Like, it's going to take more than just 1 day to complete. They said it's going to take multiple days, up to maybe even a week. This sounds awesome. I like things to be challenging. I love this. This sounds great. One other thing, you can't do any of the other factions quests, such as, like, let's say you're a warrior and you want to get an ability for an assassin. You can't do those quests. Like, you have to be a hunter if you want to do an assassin quest. And that is all there is to be said with the Phase 3 update. Honestly, I like this update too. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. Now, these next two phases we really don't know much about, but I'll try to tell you as much as I can. So Phase 4 has to do with crafting. So when you kill an enemy, it will sometimes drop a crafting recipe, which will be pretty rare. And once you get that, you are able to craft a weapon used with stuff such as baddie wings or ratty tails, stuff like that, to craft a certain weapon. Now, because of this, the developers did also say that there's going to be a ratty dagger coming out. That sounds pretty interesting. And I guarantee you, there's going to be a lot more of weapons or armor coming out because of this new crafting stuff. This sounds awesome to me. And that's pretty much all we know about Phase 4 with crafting. Like I said, we don't know much about it. Now, this sounds pretty good to me. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. So now I'm going to move on to Phase 5, the last phase. Now, Phase 5, we almost know nothing about. Like, almost nothing. The only thing we do now know that it's going to involve fishing, mining, and woodcutting. That's it. This is the only picture I have of that. Other than that, we pretty much know nothing. But other than that, mining, woodcutting, it's kind of self-explanatory. It sounds pretty cool. I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10 also. So that basically covers all of the different update phases. So now I'm going to show you some pictures of other updates that don't involve these phases that I find kind of interesting. So this first picture I wanted to show is a picture of a new map that's coming out. I don't know what it's called, but the only thing we do know about this map is that you can obtain new weapons and that there's a new enemy that looks like a slime from Minecraft. And here's a picture of those weapons I was talking about. Okay, here we go. Holy crap, guys. Dragons are going to be introduced into Vesteria. When I first saw this picture, I freaked out. Oh my god. This may take a while to be introduced in the game, but I am super excited. I cannot wait. Wow. I feel like most Vesteria players have been waiting for dragons forever. That is going to be amazing. Thank you, the Vesteria developers. Thank you. Okay, Bereza is awesome for doing all this. Too bad he doesn't like me. Okay, now, because they're getting rid of subclasses, I don't really see a point in making any more subclass guides. I just don't see a point in doing those if they're getting removed. Let me know if you still want to see those, but anyway, that's going to be the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and anyway, see ya.